And the Civil Rights Act, though, let's be clear, created a beast, and that beast has now turned into an anti-white weapon.
Yeah, and that's the reality. And so we just need to fundamentally relook at a lot of our civil rights legal regime. And without that, even though I don't think it's sort of the magic bullet, but I think without that, there's limits to the amount of progress we're going to make.
Let's talk.
Here's the thing, Charlie. The Civil Rights Act was initiated by the Republicans in 1960. Well, actually, all of them. They've been initiated by the Republicans. It was passed by a Democratic president, but at the time, the Democrats were against the Civil Rights Act. I'll even go as far as back as 1959, the Civil Rights Act. Civil Rights Act of 1959 or 1958, Dwight D. Eisenhower and Nixon were in favor of it. Kennedy and Johnson were against it. 1964, the one that he was talking about, the Republicans in the House and the Senate ran that thing over to the White House because of everything that was going on around that time. They said this needs to be signed. And the Democrats, the Dixiecrats, the racist Democrats were against that being, against the Civil Rights Act being signed. So when you take that tact, because the tweet that is put right there is they're associating Charlie Kirk with Donald Trump. It's on Kamala Harris's headquarters thing. It's like, God, dog. It said, top Trump advocate Charlie Kirk calls for repeal of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. They have Charlie Kirk shaking hands with Donald Trump, and they have that video. It's already been seen by 2.8 million people. It's like, man, that and I had to put up there, Republicans, we were for civil rights, and I'll go back to what I said before. Democrats like to steal things, and they've stolen the civil rights mantle without a fight.
And look what they did with it. Go to Baltimore, go to Pittsburgh, go to Philadelphia.
Ghettos, man.
That's what happened. That's what caused it. I think we were for civil rights. That's exactly right. 100% for civil rights. Yep. Not for this monster they got now.
No.
But all this DEI and all this free this and free that. And it's freaking turned into something. And I think that's why Johnson supported it. Because I think he figured, man, if we get this, why else would he? He was one of those Dixiecrats.
I know.
One of the worst.
Right. I mean, he used the N-word in.
Yeah.
But I thought there was no way that he couldn't have signed it, especially
probably that too.
Because TV was young back then.
Yeah.
You were young. You saw the stuff that was happening in the South. You saw it on TV. You probably had never seen it before or even heard about it until you saw it on TV. Right. And for the whole nation to start seeing that, for them to bring the civil...
That's a good point.
They do it now. I mean, it might not be for Civil Rights Act, but if you put something, the headlight or the spotlight on something, Congress is going to say, we need to pass this now.
Like you said the other day on CNN, this is being black in America. And they go to freaking Tupelo, Mississippi.
Yep, they go to Jason's trailer park.
Right. Well, and here's the thing, and Hutch hit it earlier. Like, we need to have a seminar. So the fact of the matter is, between now and 100 days from now, 90 some days from now, everybody's going to have X amount of time. We do a podcast for an hour a day, 4 times a week,
and there's no news cycle in August.
Right.
None.
And there's but what I'm saying is you only have so much time. You only have so many tweets you can write. You can only have so many articles you can write. You only have so much stuff you can do. Talking about repealing the Civil Rights Act, you're an idiot. You're retarded. Like,
Man, that's just mean.
right. But like, of all the things you want to talk about the last 100 days before the election, let's talk about repealing the Civil Rights. Why don't we just talk about abortion and stuff too? Like, you guys are freaking morons, and you got to stop it. There's so much wrong with the country. You know, Trump, like, he came out today and he had a truth where he's like, quit taxing Social Security. Perfect. That should be a great topic for America to talk about.
Mike Lindell here, and like you, I see our country being destroyed daily. We face massive economic issues, and I can tell you from firsthand experience, there are people in power who threaten the values that have made our country great. Well, I've been a believer in gold and silver for a long time, and I've searched for years for a partner that shares my values. Well, Genesis Gold Group showed me how easy it is to protect your IRA, 401k, or your retirement with gold and silver. Their faith-driven approach to service and stewardship is one that stands out from the rest.
To get your free definitive gold guide and get started learning more about investing in gold and protecting your retirement from uncertain times, visit treasureandtrust.com now. Fill out the basic contact form and a member of the team will be in touch. Again, that's treasureandtrust.com or call 855-625-7760.